Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're having a good day so far and that this Tuesday is pretty chill. Hello, hello, everyone. So, today we're going to be doing something a bit different. We're going to be building Lego on stream, which I haven't really done before. Well, I've done it a little bit, but not this, like, but I rarely do it. But when I got this piece for like a Christmas gift because it wasn't out yet, but I got given a voucher to be able to buy it when it came out. So, and I just felt like building it on stream. Also, Zaria, welcome in. Congrats on the first. So, I will just swap over to this. Actually, I'm going to put my phone up there just in case. So, we should be able to swap over to here. And we have a hand cam. As you can see, the salt hands. So, yeah, we're just going to be having a chill time doing some building today. Let me just 1 second. I can get the. So, this is what we're going to be building. Is this piece here? You're waiting for your PC? Ah, nice, Ahi. It's so excited you're gonna cry. Yeah, welcome to PCs. So yeah, this is the piece we're gonna be making. The light. Yeah. The light. It's fine when it's my hands, but it's like it's got some reflection, but I don't know if I can fix that. Let me have a look. Does this fix it? Why is it so yellow? There. Is that better? It's just a webcam. I don't have a expensive cam because I don't do hand cam streams often. That's better. It's green now. Yeah, of course it's green because this is green. All of this has got like a green hue to it. So it is going to be slightly green. Actually, is it this? Yeah, it's blobby. Hold on, it might be this. Is this affecting it? Yeah, that was affecting it slightly. So I have this on my desk as well. This is the little standy of blobbies, which glows. So that's probably what was doing it a bit. I forget it's there a lot of the time. So yeah, just grab this. So yeah, this is the manual. I've also got like a light above me, so that's where you're gonna get a lot of the glare. So I'll just try to make it not, but you're gonna get quite a bit of glare. It's just how it is with stuff like this. It's just a naked CPU motherboard. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we need. I can put this over here, where you can like slightly. You can't see it because of my model, so we can need bag one. There's a lot of bags. So Lego comes in these bags now. They're like paper bags now that they come in. I've got to get used to hand cam. I don't do it often, so we'll just throw the bags down here. If that's to not waste plastic, cut down trees for the bags instead. Yeah, unless it's recycled paper, because they do stuff like that. Like the leaves in some of the things is used from recycled like plants, like these ones are, where they use like recycled plant matter. I believe it's those ones. But yeah, we put that over here. But yeah, I honestly forgot I had the blobby. I got the blobby mat. Hi, Darth. Hi. So yeah, today we're just going to be doing some building. I'm in my comfy clothes as well. I'm doing good. How are you? The mic back a bit. It's weird because I got like the mic right in front of me here, which I'm used to, but it's just like trying to do stuff around it. Maybe tweak it a little bit so I can move it not. You better make a custom of your splash art pad next time. I really should, but it's also I don't feel like I'm big enough to do merch, so I don't see the point. If that makes sense. Sin Struggle Bus working on this your cosplay piece. Ah. I could make one of my own, but I like this mat. It's very nice. It's like one of the only people I've got merch for. Because I don't really do much merch. The ones which I've got the most merch for is Gamer Subs. With like their cups. Which I'm drinking from one now. What have you done, Zarya? Are you trying to get yourself banned? Like, this is like a running thing for her. Also, yeah, this is the cup I've got. Spooky. She's not allowed to be banned. Yeah, Twitch will flag the account. They're a lot more strict now. Yeah, Zara goes out of her way to ask to be punished by being banned in other people's chats and timed out. Just like that happens. It's so funny. All of it, like, the frame is all black, so you're not going to see the frame that well while I'm building it. But you'll see the rest of it better when that's built. It's got more color to it. But yeah, today's just a chill day. Like, I was going to build this Lego last week, but then stuff happened. How many monitors am I using? I'm using two. Two monitors. One of them is a TV, and then because my other monitor died, so I use a TV as my second monitor. So this monitor here, you can't see it. This one here is the one which has OBS, and then this one over here, which you can like kind of see, is the one I use for gaming. You can't even afford what? Yeah, well, because RAM is extremely overpriced right now. As I said, your PC chose the worst time to break. The market for computer parts is fucking abysmal right now. So it like chose the worst time to do it. I also had to do some cable management before stream because I found out that the two separate webcams weren't working, which was because they were plugged into the same like extender and it wasn't able to differentiate them apart, so I had to cable manage. Even if yeah, everything is just stupid right now, price wise. That's why I'm not gonna touch anything. Hopefully it fixes itself soon. Hopefully. But I don't need to upgrade my PC. Knock on wood. I don't need to upgrade it. Mm. Yeah, the only thing which has problems is VTube Studios, but that's because it loves throwing hissy fits just out of nowhere. Mm. I do want to. At some point, this won't happen for a very long time. I'd love to go to like the two PC setup, but that will not happen for a very long time. Because I don't want to build a whole new PC. Because the current PC I have could be good, would be perfectly fine to run like OBS and VTube Studios and all the other stuff. And then another one for the games, but I am not fucking even looking at PC prices right now. And I don't want to have to go. I had to get a capture card and everything. It's a massive pain in the neck to get a two PC setup set up. Times two. You tell me it's a times two now. Okay, so I'm going to go back and make another set of these. It said times two at the beginning. I'm dumb. Well, in my defense, it just says it in the corner. You can't. Two times. I didn't see that. The last 3 weeks, I started PC building, so you didn't get scammed. Smart. I did warn you though that it was gonna be fucking brutal getting a PC in this economy right now. Because I won't ask how much you paid for it, because mm, what? So how many bits to make you do one of these, but you spend 5 minutes reading the book, then do the build by memory? Uh, I found a listing for one. Two was yeah, but then they said they haven't updated the prices, and yep, 18. Yeah, how many bits? So how many bits to basically do? That depends on the complexity of the one we'd be building as well. Because there are some which are fucking complicated. You ended up paying for less specs, yeah. I think I think when I got mine built, it was like 2,000 in total to get it those specs, which I have. Like overall. So I don't know how many bits it would, because that would be doing that would be would be torture for me, Zaria. You have to understand this because I'm very much a person who reads the manuals and goes like step by step. So having to try and do it on the fly would be brutal. You sell with an AMD cheaper. Yeah, well, in Nvidia's been a bit shit lately. You had to do it. Yeah. Well, the thing is, in the future, when the prices go down, you can upgrade things if you need to. Because the market will drop again. It's just people have gone crazy. Yeah, 4 months ago you could have, but yeah, the market went crazy. I actually don't know why. I just know that it did. I think people resorted to making their own RAM. That's how crazy it's gotten. And all these AI. Yeah, I think that's what is happening. Is this the AI guys doing it? They need all the RAM for their AI engines. That probably is actually what it is. Okay, yeah, the white ones have got to be on the inside. Okay, that's the first. This is going to be quite big, isn't it? Hmm. Yeah, I think I've got DDR5. Well, because everything runs in DDR5 now, doesn't it? Back two time. I shit you not, there's like 18 bags in here, which is why what Zari was saying about doing it blind is insanity because of how much they have to do. Ooh, we've got some color pieces in here. Because the thing is, I don't want to set a bit price because I know that she's the way she's asking it, she's like debating it. You had to sell with DDR4. Okay, I think I've got DDR4. I'm not 100%. I can't remember. Because I think I updated my PC specs when I did. Mm. Newest one, but still affordable. It might be what I have then. I think I put it on my list, on my like description. Just download some extra RAM. Isn't that what they're trying to push for? Is like virtual RAM, so you don't. So they. That's what they're trying to make you do. By the way, I'm pretty sure it's like they're trying to make you have to pay subscriptions for for stuff. It's like their plan. Wouldn't be surprised if they're crippling the market just to do stuff, just to try and manipulate it in some way. SMH. Yeah, and to answer Sarah's question about the manual, like doing it polite, like looking at a manual for 5 minutes and building it, we'd have to set rules up for that beforehand on like what size, like how many pieces are we talking for it, the complexity and whatnot. Because and I'd have to also buy the Lego. Yeah, it sucks, but hopefully the market gets better. You know, psychopath who builds different parts separately. I always have like an order of doing things. Those pieces. So yeah, I put the little pieces in this box here. You build what segment you I do it in order on how I build. So I'll follow step by step of the manual and do it in the exact order they show you how to do it. Otherwise my brain actually explodes. I don't realize how white I am until I get glare off of my arms and all the and hands from the fucking light. Did that hit something? It's fine. Oh, it's just that crinkling. Okay. Palms sweaty, arms are heavy. Mom's spaghetti. Mm. Lego chair. But yeah, I've always had Lego. That's like this thing I've grown up with. Also, Lego prices. You want to talk up? Ahi, have you seen Lego prices? They fucking go up as well. The One Piece set. Wait, has that been announced? Hold on. Me. Well, okay. Do you want to have? Is it like a big One Piece set that's coming out or already out? It's the live action set. It's been out 2 years. Wait, is it the ship? The going? Is it the Going Merry pirate ship? And the Baratone. And the Baratai? Okay. The Baratai is the expensive one. Going Merry is the cheaper of the two. Baratie? Then why is it spelled IE and not on here? I'm like looking at I'm looking at the store now. I'm gonna read it as it is spelled because that is how it's spelled. Because it's Japanese. Okay. But yeah, that would if you want both of those, that's gonna set you back like $500, $600 for both. Because the Baratie is £269, which is like 280, $290. And then the Going Merry pirate ship is 119.99, so that would be like 150 around that. I think the most I don't want to say the most expensive one I've ever bought, honestly. Well, Lego is just Bounty is free. Okay. How much is this? Is this one still or is this one retired now? Oh yeah, that's the Millennium Falcon is probably the most expensive one I brought. That's it. Well, depending on the piece, yeah. Yeah, I spent a stupid amount of money. Then there was the Pokemon ones, but they've been sold out because Pokemon scalpers got on them because they're delusional and think that they can sit on Lego and make a profit. And it's only very rare pieces that works, so they're gonna learn. And I shit you not, there actually has been scalpers for the Lego sets on the pre-orders because of the pre-order bonus. It's been scalped. Good thing I'm not interested in Pokemon. Because it'd be very sad times. Mm. Six. Also, I'm just gonna say this thing here. This is probably one of the best like little tools that they ever created to take things apart. Like it's perfect, and I really like they've done that. No more destroying your fingernails trying to pull pieces apart. I just wish I didn't have so many of them because like every set has them. Around $300. Yeah, that's the thing with Lego. Lego is now a luxury item. It's not something you just like, or at least for the more adult, like 18 plus Lego costs so much. The 18 plus price tags make it more expensive. That does sound wrong. It's supposed to be an insult. That's not that's not how that came across. But yeah, I have a lot of Lego. Like I've got a lot of Lego Star Wars because that's like my thing. Then I have one of the Batmobiles. How many sets I got so far? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in here. Actually, no, 15. There's another one there. Lego is luxury item, yes. I'm a bad spender of my. Well, some of them are cheap ish. Like the Lego Overwatch ones are pretty cheap. Like not all of those are big sets, the ones I counted. If we count if I count the sets which cost an arm and a leg, there's only a few. They even had a Lego room. Would I buy your kidneys? Nah, I'm good. I don't eat kidney. Back in the night, it probably wouldn't have been so bad back then. But yeah, I've got. Oh, there's another one there. 15. Your left toe. Why would I need your toe? But yeah, I've got the Lego Batmobile from the old movie. I got Thor's hammer. I've got the tool neck from Horizon Zero Dawn. Then I got the Millennium Falcon and the Razor Crest. And then I got uh Diva and Reinhardt from Overwatch, like the mini ones. They're actually kind of cool. I actually like those ones. Like Ahi, I'm not into toes, so toes would not interest me. So stressed, you feel like playing League again. Why would you do that to yourself? No, I have not touched that game in so long. No, because Aries doing is back into Final Fantasy, and she's been doing the clears of the new Savage content, which is the hardest content. Hmm? No, they were taking a break because of burnout, but they're like a properly they've been doing the content for a while. They're just like on a break because she said it like a few times offhand, but then they've gone back into the game after after the break they took. Hmm. Did I get them into FF? No, they've been in. She's been playing it a lot longer than I have. I only started last year. And that was because of Zarya, and then I got hooked. Um, if you get into the story, you'll regret it because you will just time sync it. Um, here's the thing, Ahi, it is free. The free trial goes through till the third expansion of the game, so you can play it free. You just lose some benefits. So you can play the game completely free for like over 100 hours. It's not really, because that price on Steam is it will give you all of the expansions. That's not that's not like expansion by expansion. That gives you all of them. Yeah, like, and they come out. It's not like a every year thing. It takes like 2 3 years for it to come out, and with it, it's basically a whole new game. 3 4 more like. You don't even touch any games for 2 years. True, you've been kind of going hard on the art. You've, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear that from you. Got a bit of water. Okay, so is this where the cascade's gonna be? I feel like it is. So are we done with this part for now? Feels like it. Make a sandwich or buy chimkin. Uh, I don't know if you're older than me. Also, if you're wondering what this is my spare Lego pieces box because they always give you like spare bits. Yeah, Zara is older than me by a little bit. Yes. In mental age, you're 42 or 60. Yeah. Your physical age is probably that as well because you run yourself into the ground. Kids are annoying. I don't get kids these days with all their rock and roll and bullshit. Actually, no, it's not rock and roll. Whatever they call music nowadays. I fucking hate all their memes. The memes don't make sense. How are they funny? Like, actually. Mm. You can't be annoyed by kids because you're the cool uncle. You can still be annoyed by kids. You just pretend that you're not annoyed in front of them, and then when they're gone, you just drop the facade. That's how I do it, but not as an uncle. Just with any of the relatives' kids. Mm, 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 mm. Should drop everything and start Lisa Villa in Bali. Bruh, bruh, how am I meant to purchase real estate? You need capital to be able to purchase any kind of real estate to be able to rent it out. I don't want to get into real estate, man. I'd rather get into fucking stocks than get into real estate. Hmm. I haven't got any fucking stocks. I'm not that gambling type because I have horrible luck. So even if I did all the research in the world, I would still get cucked. You've been living off profiting from stocks. Yeah, but you also took a business major. Like I could fuck with stocks. I could, but also I just do not want to mess with that. I would have a better odds of of winning the lottery than actually doing well in stocks. I do have savings, but then also I'm the only one really in my family who has savings, so I can't fucking invest it in case it's needed, and it has been needed. Like my sister wouldn't have been able to sell her apartment without it because she needed the money for things. And if I didn't have my savings, she wouldn't have been able to sort out all the paperwork because they just love hitting stuff. Well, I could. Okay, I can technically work remotely if I wanted to. You'd be surprised when I put my mind to something, I will get it. I will find out ways to get it done. But yeah. But yeah, I don't plan on moving or anything. That's the thing. I'm fine where I am right now. But yeah, I can't risk my finances on things. Every time I do something, I've got to think ahead, especially with my work where it just goes quiet for months. So it's like, am I going to be able to survive off of the money I'm investing for something at the time? Go to a casino and all in on red? No. No. Hell no. Not with my luck. Ahi, my luck is fucking abysmal. Why would I do that? Your luck is fantastic. I have the worst luck. Actually, okay. So my luck is kind of like a pendulum. It will just so it's just constantly swinging. And right now it's swinging into the really bad luck right now. But you never know when it's going to swing back into good luck. It's very unpredictable. It's the best way to sum up how my luck works. Thank you for the hydrate. But yeah, I'm not really a gambling person because I know I have kind of an addictive personality when it comes to that stuff as well. So I try to stay clear of it as much as possible. Why why are you update? Fucking Riot Games updating out of nowhere. I need to uninstall that. I just need to uninstall it. It's just clogging up my PC at this point. It would just update out of nowhere. Doesn't even ask you. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna update. Fucking Rito Games and their spaghetti code. Yeah, I haven't touched anything to do with Riot Games. I don't play TFT anymore, and if I did, I'd play on the tablet. Want to try Hytale, but you're not spending $20. That's honestly been my fault on it because it's currently in beta, and they're like, "Oh yeah, there's so much to do." It's like, yes, but I like to be able to do everything. When it comes to games like that, like there are some which I make an exception, like Hades 2, because that was like very different, and it was nice to just like try it out and test things. Yeah, so it's like For stuff like that, you don't buy into it early. It's actually just a fool's bet to buy into that early. Because you can't even get like servers up right now because the connections are sketchy as all hell. So I'm just gonna wait. You've been itching to draw, but you can't Photoshop. When is your PC getting to you? Thursday? Okay. Hopefully. Yeah. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, it's gonna show up Thursday. So did it just get to a point where you just couldn't run it anymore then? Like it just refused? It lags so bad. Yeah. Legit, it chose the worst time to die. Like, my god. And it keeps trying to find the GPU driver not found. Oh. Yep. I'm making two of these. Okay. Yeah. Smart. Just make sure everything's all backed up and you're ready. Wait, does that mean you're going to be running Windows 11 now? If you weren't already running it? I still haven't upgraded. I did the extension on 10. Is Win 11's bad? Uh, it depends. Because what I've been hearing is that it's not the best and that the updates they like the most recent update they pushed made it so PCs weren't turning off and stuff like that, which is great. No, you won't be able to. Just use Windows 11. It should be fine, honestly. Because at this point, I don't think you can have Windows 10. It's only people who already had it. You can't like revert back to it. Gonna leave it as a trial. Well, yeah, because all I've done is I've done the extension until October of this year, and by then I'll probably do a PC upgrade anyway, and maybe get the people who built my PC to install Windows 11. Because I'm gonna give it another year, and hopefully they'll fix their shit. Because this is the thing. Do you know how they like forced everyone to upgrade? They weren't actually prepared for it, and a load of PCs were having problems because they basically forced everyone over, and then it didn't work right, which made people very not happy with them. Okay, so this is going to be the size of it when it's all said and done. Okay, now we're just working on the frame. Oh, this is kind of an inconvenient size a little bit. I'm gonna have to tweak stuff around. No, because that hits the PC. That okay. Let's move this over there a bit. We're winging it. When it's like the parts which you need to see, I will move it accordingly. It's kind of just an awkward size. Pieces fell out. Actually, I can just put the pieces in here. Because the frame is empty right now, so we can just put stuff in there. I'm gonna live to regret this decision, probably. But this is probably gonna take like 5-6 hours to build. Give or take, I feel like. I do like how we got the blobby just watching us as we do this. The one thing I'll say about these paper ones, you can't see if there's any pieces left in it from the outside. That's the one thing I have a problem with them. But yeah. When the ads play, as the ads are playing, I will just get up and move around a little bit because my back, because I'm like having to sit with decent posture. My back hates me right now. And it's not that I shrimp posture all the time. It's just it's a different posture. Also, I'm gonna take off something quick. Yeah, I know, face. You see me here. Oh god. I was getting like warm in my cozy clothes because it's actually quite warm in here. Blah, blah. I do like these. As I said, I like these. They're very handy. This has got like the brick piece to like pull pieces up and everything. It's very nice. Very nice. I use them all the time when I'm building. But yeah, I can actually lean back in my chair a little bit during the breaks. This is nice. Yeah, bit by bit. Okay, what are we gonna do now? I can move this more central here. Two of the little ones, which are they in there or are they in here? They're in here. 1, 2. Let's see if I can get this in a better position so you can see everything. There we go. Now you can see everything. And I can put that there. That's a good spot to have that. For now, at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So this is just both sides. Looks like it. Getting used to like actually framing stuff with the hand cam, that's probably one of the hardest things to get used to. Because I don't do it much. And if I did it more, I'd get a better camera. Actually, the camera's fine now. It seems to, after I did those little tweaks, it seems to have fixed it. It still glares like if it's pure white, because of course it's going to do that. But yeah, it seems to be better. But yeah, you just got to remember that you're, because you're showing it, you actually have to frame it so people can actually see what you're doing. I think that's the most awkward part. Because normally I'd just be like leaning over this to do it, but we don't do that. We're not going to be doing that, so. So I've got to just keep it in view for everyone to see. Yeah, we just got like the chill music going. Just got some nice jazz. It's called Jazz in the Background. It's just a very chill one. Let's not. Okay, should probably move these because they're getting rolled around. Yeah, there we go. They can sit there. They'll be fine there. Mm. So we need two of those pieces. One of those, and that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Get those pieces in. Should be good. Okay. Okay, so it's in the center. That makes sense. So get those two sides. Yeah. Just get these in. So it goes there. Just so I don't put too many on and then just get the angling messed up. Okay. Get these and then these. So you need those. One of these. Two of the flowers. One of those. One of these. Two of those. No. That. And this. Okay. So that. Snap these all into place. Yeah. Or it's just like a little bit chill Lego building. Even if it is a bit of a pain to set up stuff to stream it. Just I had to, because as I said, I had to do some cable rerouting because my webcam was being a pain in the ass. Because of where they were plugged in, they were both getting detected as like one thing. So I had to reroute stuff so that they would get detected separately. Which wasn't a problem with the last time we did this because we had a different keyboard which had USBs on it, and they would and I would plug one of the webcams into USB on that. But we don't have that one anymore because we changed keyboards. So it means that it came with its own like small problems because of that. But we got around it. Once I figured out what was actually causing the issues. Because I didn't know what it was causing the issues I had a until I like unplugged it and then plugged it in. And then it was like, oh, that's what it is. Like I was like, let me try and plug one of these into a different slot. And yeah, it's just getting detected wrong. It's a massive pain, but it worked out. It's the same again, it's the same pieces. Mm. Get those ones out. That. One of those. Should be two of those. Wait, no, they put those pieces in here this time round because they mix it up sometimes. On what one when they put the little pieces where. It's actually kind of annoying when they do that because they can create a little bit of confusion. Now we've got those long strips again. Ow. Those pieces are evil. Those are those like pieces there are the worst. Like little stabby ones. Because they always find a way to get underneath your thumbnail. No matter what. They always achieve it. They're little demons. I think that's one of the worst places to just get like jabbed is underneath the fucking nail. But yeah, I hope everyone's week has come off to is like had a good start and it hasn't been too chaotic. It's been pretty chill here, which is nice. I don't like it when it's too chaotic. It can get a bit overwhelming, overstimmed. But we seem to be fine. Just like looking at stuff real quick. Just double checking stuff. This is a thing. I will see like messages and stuff like that, and I'll have to like look. It's a horrible habit, but I will just do it, and it's can be kind of frustrating at times. I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to stuff like that. But yeah, okay. Huh? Hmm. Hmm. Hi, cat. It's going well. Just having some chill Lego building. I hope it's going well for you today. So why have they got them in two separate packets? Five. And then 42 of those. Is it just around the whole thing? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Separate those. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 42. Chilling and running some weekly bits and bobs on 14. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh. Okay, so where are these pieces going? On the corners? Here we go. Ah, it's kind of awkward. Reach over the top of the mic. Salt, that would be a good idea. So this is like a kind of a tedious thing where you just gotta line them. But it's fine. Okay, that should be a better mic position right now. This is me trying to like move the mic accordingly is always a fun task. You never realize how much a mic is in the way until you're trying to do something on your desk. And then it becomes the most annoying thing in the world. Because normally when I'm doing stuff like this, I have the mic like pushed out to like over here when I'm doing anything on my desk, but then the audio would sound scuffed as fuck if I did that. So we just got to live with it and try and maneuver around accordingly. One of the proper arms. Yeah, because mine's on one of those proper arms as well. Like, as you can see. It's just trying to get it in the like right spot. Making constant adjustments to it. Ah, like the joint. Oh, so is it like the joints aren't secure enough, so it just starts sagging? Because this one I've got is like spring loaded. You know what? It has like the springs to keep it, so that's how it like keeps itself from tipping. And then it's like bolted, not bolt. It's got like a clamp on it. But yeah, I can like. I just got to get it in that sweet spot for this. I think that's probably a bit. It's too heavy apparently. You can also, depending on the one, it might have like twisty knobs on the side which you can tighten to make it so it's more rigid. Which is what I've done. I like tightened it up, so it's a bit better. They're as tight as they can do. You got the damn wrenched out. Ah, so yeah. If you've done everything you can and it's still like, yeah, no, then it's like, well, fuck you then. Also, I can move this down when I'm working on this top bit because you guys can see that. As I said, trying to work out the framing for the camera is a nightmare. One day you'll upgrade and replace it. Yeah. 3, 4, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. The mythical what? Yeah, but it's still functioning. So why would you replace it right now? You're probably like me, where you'll just keep using something until it just no longer functions, and that is when you'll upgrade it. So evil. Come on. Yes. You have a backup, yeah. Yeah, I had like so one of my headsets I used to have, which got broken, is one which was like coiled up. It had like, do you know like where a cable, if you use it for so long, it's like plugged in for so long, it starts coiling up. So that one was actually doing perfectly fine until my dad saw it coiled up and he started to uncoil it and it broke the cable. I was not impressed because then I had to buy a replacement. So I'm like, I was just like, leave it, it's fine. And he's like, and then he uncoiled it and it fucking broke. Like it just stopped working. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, this is my life now. Luckily, I had a replacement one because I did have like a my old one, so I used that instead for a time. But I was not impressed when that got broken because it was working perfectly fine, even though the cable was a bit tangled. Yeah, the one I use now is a wireless one because I hated dealing with the cables when they were doing that. So it's like a hybrid one which can plug into charge, so but still functions when it's plugged in. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, they're all in there. These two pieces. Okay, one goes there. So go top corner. Wait, no, because someone's already got one. That one didn't help. It's that corner here. This is actually quite a big frame. Also, I need to remember that I need to keep it pushed full, like away from me a bit, because that's the best framing for this. Because if I to keep it like nicely framed. But yeah, this is actually this is a nice piece. I'm actually very happy. Like this came out in January. Mine is why because I cared more about the sound quality. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, if I want better sound quality, I can just plug mine in, and then the sound quality changes to the better one. Like, and mine has like replaceable ear cushions, so I can like twist off the ear cushions and put replacement ones on, which is what I've done because the other ones got worn down. Wait, so do we just put this to the side now? Because we built the frame, now we build everything else. Okay. So this is done with. So now we need to put this to the side. That'll be fine down there. And now we need bag. Well, I can put this back here now for a little bit. Bag 6. That's 9. Funny number. Yeah. Was there any spare parts? There? It's not. As I said, the one issue I have with these paper bags, you can't tell if there's pieces stuck in it until it's too late. We've got separate wireless ones. You just listen to music. Yeah, the old stuff survives. The new stuff is fucking awful. It doesn't live. It doesn't live as long as it should. Very annoying. So I've got a very nice place I want to mount this when it's done, because this is actually a picture frame which you can hang up. So I'm gonna hang this up when I'm done. Because I have one which I'm gonna replace, and I'm gonna hang it there where the replaced one is. I could probably actually split and have like two hanging up there because I've also got this one. Hold on, I can show this one real quick. So my parents got me this for Christmas. This one, which is like a tiger one. So, and this can actually be hanged up on a wall because if you see, it's got a picture frame thing. And it also has this, so you can like have it as like a picture, just setting up, which is what I've got it as right now. So, but yeah, I've got a big Lego world map on the wall as well, which was fun. I wish they brought out another piece like that again, where it's like the by numbers thing. That was actually very fun to do. Even though my fingers hated me a little bit. That's probably why they don't do them anymore. Because it did wreck your hands. Because you're like putting all the little pieces in. Need to make a one. Oh boy. I need to put this more central. Salt. Gotta remember, you're filming this, so you need to frame things properly. This is so funny. Just having to remember to frame things right. The mistakes I make when given ideas. Also, yeah, hopefully the mic sounds good because now it's like at a different angle, so it might sound a bit off. So please tell me if it does. When I'm like just talking like now, when I'm like leaning over, it's gonna might sound different, but hopefully it's not sounding too off. It just gives me the most mobility when it's like this. I was given a second idea just tonight, so on top of the ongoing entire world, I'm also building a new kingdom into a different world. Oh yeah, when people give you ideas and you're like, now I have to run with this. Thanks, thanks ever so much. That's happened so many times with me where someone gives me another idea. I'm like, oh, now I have to run this. Thanks. Thanks for giving me the brain worm. But yeah, I just really enjoy building Lego, and I always have. So it's nice to be able to like do it on stream, even though it's a bit of a hassle to set up, but it is fun. The idea came from my brain asking questions as well. And who I rely on to say don't do it said do it. And stop do it. So yeah, yep. They basically the one who tell when the voice in your head, which normally tells you to stop, tells you to go for it, you're like, well, I'm fucked. There's no stopping me now. Yeah, it does shred the skin. Yeah. If I ever get like pieces like ones in the future, I definitely will build them because it is fun to build them on stream. And I do enjoy it. I just don't get it as often because, it's expensive. So it's like a little luxury, which I've just collected over time. And I will say, it's another like leap forward because I have done a hand cam stream before, but it was with someone else who was also building Lego. So this is the first time I've ever done like a hands thing solo, which is terrifying. I would say this. It is terrifying, like, for people to be able to see your hands and everything. I become very self conscious at times. On real time, won't be able to chat much for a minute. You got this, though, cat. Good luck. You got this. But I'm getting used to just doing more stuff like this. Yeah, the long fingies. I understand. Like normally, I don't care. You think yours is still longer? Yeah. Normally, I don't like care about my nails and all that as well, but I had to trim them down because they were like all uneven from where they fucking break, and then I just trim them as they go. The only times I really like make them look all right is when I'm working or got like a going out somewhere, so I had to like sort them out. Because if people aren't going to see them, why do I care what they look like? If they work. But when it's stuff like this, they are in full view, so you've got to kind of have them looking okay. But yeah, I should definitely do some more hand cam stuff. It's just finding stuff to do. That's the thing. That over there for now. Because that's always the thing, finding things to do. Because yes, I could do art, but it's also hmm, better get than you. Because I trimmed them before stream because they were all over the place. Like they were far, like they were. My nails are normally longer, but then one of them broke, and I'm like, it's gonna just bother the hell if one of them's like uneven. So I just trimmed them because they're normally about that length, like a bit longer. I like having longer nails. When I'm not working, that is. When I'm working, I trim them back because otherwise they just poke. They actually pierce the gloves because I got like sharp as hell nails. Yeah, I just let. I let my nail. I like having longer nails. I like having longer hair. You know, all the fun stuff. I didn't think I would actually like having longer hair as well. But when the pandemic hit, since the barbers weren't open, I was like, I'll just let it grow out and see how it is. You keep nails short so you don't accidentally cut yourself on them. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh my itchy nose. Itchy nose is the worst thing. hmm I've got long hair and a beard. Life is great. Also, this is a little flimsy this right now because it's at like a weird stage in development, so it's a little flimsy. But yeah, I actually prefer longer hair. It's nice. Even though it is a bastard to keep, like you have to learn how to actually take care of hair when you have longer hair. Otherwise, it becomes a fucking nightmare. Like mine still tangles. It just does. But it's normally because like the pieces of like fabric get caught in it, like the little fluff balls, and then it tangles the hair, and it's a fucking annoyance. But yeah, I have longish hair now, and I enjoy it. I enjoy having the longer hair. Ba, 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 ba. So this is going to connect with that. What way around is it connecting? With those facing outwards. Okay, like that. Oh, so I need those extra pieces which were lying around and the other bag. I do like that they give you spare parts because they always do. Lego always gives you like spare pieces of the little pieces, but it can get kind of annoying. Do I put this on the side? Spend the amount of effort to maintain long hair though. Yeah, it is so much effort. Like when you have short hair, because I used to have short hair, you can just use any kind of hair care product because it doesn't matter. But when it's longer hair, you have to have like the separate shampoo, conditioners, and everything. You gotta remember to brush it constantly, otherwise it tangles. It's fucking insane. It's like the things they don't tell you. Model, why you freak out like that? I saw you in out the corner of my eye. Okay, so why have they given us paper bags for everything apart from this, which is now which is plastic? Make it make sense. I just have a pile behind me of stacking paper because my keyboard is on my bin right now because I need it to be. Because it would be in the way otherwise. It takes 5 hair. It only takes shampoo and conditioner for mine, luckily. 1, 2, 3. Because I have naturally straight hair, so it don't have to have any of the anti-curl stuff either, which is very nice. Those. Yeah, did I just pick up a piece and then just put it down and then pick up the same piece? Yes, that did just happen. Because we're building two of the same piece. Come on. Come on. There we go. Circle pieces. Can be a nightmare sometimes to actually get them to lock. Okay, that's that. Scalp pet care, shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner, scented oil. Yeah, I just have a shampoo and a conditioner, and I don't have a leave-in one. It's just the one on its own, and that seems to be enough. So that is that done. Oh, okay, they attach like that, huh? So they've color coded it so you know which way around they go. Okay. That's nice when they color code stuff like that. You know, I was saying it's flimsy. This should actually help it. This should fix the flimsiness. You can sit there for now. There. Oh, that piece popped up. Okay. Okay. We need to get something to strengthen this. Come on. Come on. You're kind of screwing us a little bit here. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Also, we just put. Okay. Let's just build 4 of these. One. 2. 3. 4. Okay, and these are like just cross support. Oh, these slotted areas here. So like that. Like that. Trying to. There we go. Move this over because now we're getting to another big size. So gotta make two of these pieces. Like that. And these go in between like that. And like that. And this piece goes up here. Like that. There we go. Actually, yeah, that's okay. This is okay, so that's what we're doing, Here we go. Time to we're building the frame, making it stronger. Yeah, come on. Those two, and then here, there, and then we make. Okay, so now we do this. Then we take this and put it in the center like that. That fucking hurt. I'm like, I'm just gonna smack the piece down, and then that was instant regret. Just indented my hand instead. Let's move this down so that we can have a more solid piece. What? Oh, my wrist just. I just felt my wrist roll for a second there. Owie. Lego's not meant to hurt you. Not like that, at least. You're meant to step on it, not have your wrist snapped trying to put a piece in. Okay. So, this is our base. For what we're building now. Number 8. No. Ow. There it is. Oh, it's all these pieces. You know what? We'll put them in there. That's going to be the smarter move. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to start doing the detailing. The beginning of it, at least. So. You need 6 of these pieces. And then 2 of these pieces. Okay. So that. And then all the way along. Okay. This is going to look so nice when it's done. And now we've got like the base done, so now we're going to be doing all the fun parts. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have this like down here while we're doing this part, and then we can move it upwards when we're doing the lower half so you can see it better. So yeah. As long as we're doing this top half, we'll have it like that. So only 12 of these. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 4 of these. 1, Oh. Okay. So. So yeah, it's just now we're just getting the pink in. Or salmon. Is this salmon color? I don't know. I don't know my color theory. It probably looks very different to you guys than it does to me. So. And then here's the lighter color. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. First click complete. Complete. Let's go. There's that. 5, 6. Okay. There's that. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of those, 1 of those, 3 of these pieces, and then 1 of this. So that. Those in there. Okay. 1 of those. This. This going that way around. And then 2 of those. And then okay. So we're just adding little pieces in now. This is where this is the kind of thing which wrecks your fingers putting in these pieces, like doing stuff like this. And I've had it where I've messed up hands before doing this, that kind of stuff. Okay. So, oh, are we continuing? Okay. Weird that it's laid out like that, not just. I don't know why this didn't have like a clear line. It's kind of weird. Weird that it did it that way around. Okay. That's what I did wrong. seeing how useful this tool is, because it's a nightmare getting these off otherwise. There we go. That's just because I missed one single piece. Because I missed it, I had to go back. It's just how it is. There we go, now that fits. Like, I never really think of any kind of topics to discuss when I'm doing things like this. I kind of just like to wing it. But it does mean there is silence every now and again. But I have like music, which is going to be muted in the VOD. But that means other people can just pull up their own kind of music, you know? They can listen to whatever they want when watching this. And I think that's actually kind of nice. That you can just like choose what you want to listen to. Okay. Before we continue on, I'm going to take a quick break. So you guys haven't already, you should also get up, hydrate, stretch, all that good stuff. And I'll be back in a moment. Alright, guys, I'm back. So, let's get back into it, shall we? So, we're just done that one, so now we're doing this. Requires these. Is this like a crowbar piece? Yeah, okay, it's a crowbar. It's a little crowbar. This one. That's kind of cool. Like, look at it. It's a little crowbar. So that. Wait, so that hooks onto. That piece is with line. Okay, this is clever. So, what? You just push down like that. I was thinking there's no way that's going to lock in properly. It does. Yeah, actually does. I thought that was going to be. Do you know, like, where you see something, you're like, that's going to be a flimsy piece to deal with? But it actually was not. If anything, these ones are. These ones are the worst. Like that. Okay. That's good. I wonder. Hold on. I wonder if there's a way to flip this round. Huh. That's better. Oh, so you are so dumb that you didn't realize there's a flip vertically thing. There, now you can see it the way I'm seeing it. Unless there's. Hold on. The assault, yeah, you should really mess with camera stuff right now. This is it's a good idea. Okay, so yeah, it just means I'm different handed here, so that's right hand, that's left hand. But that should mean that you guys can see it from my POV more. Or do I just nah. Nah. Nah, we'll just flip it back around. I'm looking at it, that's gonna just get fucking confusing. I'll just keep it as is. Next time I like it's a pain in the ass to mount it anywhere else. Like I can't mount that camera anywhere else than where it is. It's just a little bit wrong where it is. I could make it better, but we don't do enough hand castings for me to optimize the setup. That makes sense. Like I'd get a better camera probably if I did more hand cam stuff. Because this camera is kind of scuffed. Because it's just an old webcam. It's the one I used to use to capture the model. Which I just drilled a hole in the cabinet I've got above me so that I could like weave it through because I didn't have a mount for it. But I could probably make a better mount for it. And I probably should in the future. But the hand cam streams are so uncommon. But if I had made it more of a common occurrence, then I would streamline the setup a bit more. So, who knows? We'll think about it. But as I said, you need to have stuff to do for the hand cam. That's the problem. And finding stuff to do is not always the easiest. Spare pieces. And we're on number 9. There's a little packet. I feel like it's going to come a little bit of a problem, that. It's fine. But yeah, if I did more hand cam, I would work out a better way to have this set up. And fix the lighting. Because it's probably because I got the light right above my head. That's probably why. So I'd have to like actually adjust the camera accordingly to fix the glare. I shouldn't have pulled that. I should pull that over here. Over here you go. All of these pieces in a clumped area. There's not going to go badly, no. I move that. Move that there, and then we can just grab, like, pick it up and look for the pieces if we need them. Two runs complete. Let's go. 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, if anyone has any ideas for hand cam streams, let me know. I'm always looking to do new things. And I know there's other kind of models you can build. That's a different color. Is it? Oh, this is messing with me now. Oh, please tell me there's not one which is actually. Oh, these son of a. Okay, I think. Oh no, it. Okay, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's messing with me. It's like a slightly different color. The book shows it just slightly. That this is a nightmare. A little bit. If not for the chaos, I'd suggest Resin-Craft. I've done Resin-Craft before, and it's a fucking nightmare. And I can tell you I've done it because I made this with resin. Resin and a 3D printer. Because I do have a 3D printer, but that I fucking not touching 3D printing again. It's a nightmare. But I have done resin crafting before, and it's very time. Like the thing is with that, it's like very much just sitting and waiting. Which is not the best. 3, 4. Doesn't print smooth enough. Yeah, like this took a lot of work to actually get that coaster to be what it is. It's a coaster showing like a symbol from Honkai Star Rail from when I was really into that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's from Honkai Star Rail. It's one of the elemental symbols. But yeah. I used to love the game when it first came out, and then the power creep was fucking atrocious. And it just made me not want to play it anymore. Like, the characters which were good at the beginning just dropped off because so it made you encourage you to do the gacha. It was very predatory on how it did it. And I didn't vibe with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not 6, it's 7. But that's with a lot of gadgets. They're very predatory. So third planet, because yeah, it was awful. Because I had a Sealy, and it took like until planet 2 or 3, and she fell off, and it was like, bruh, she used to be so strong, but they just nerfed her. They power creeped. 2, 3, 4, 6. So it just very much was not nice. So yeah, I stopped playing. And then I tried Zenless Zero, but I couldn't get into that. So I just kind of steer clear of the Hoyo games now. The only kind of gacha I'm playing right now is Cookie Run Kingdom, and I've started that recently. Just because I wanted like a very head empty one. So I just played that. It's very chill. Model, please. I was like looking over a different direction, you freak out on me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mm, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But yeah, I don't know. Like, there's some little things I've wanted to try with handcraft stuff. Like, I wanted to try needlepoint at some point as well. Thank you for the hydrate, Zario. That's another thing which just. I think my team was a. Yeah. Yeah, I had a Clara, Sealy, Kafka. I had like those kind of setups. I had Silver. Oh yeah, I had Silver Wolf as well. But yeah, the power creep was so bad I just stopped playing that game because I saw it and I'm like, yeah, no. Yeah, like when Genshin came out, I played Genshin when it first came out, and then they didn't update it for so long, so I got bored of it. And then with Star Rail, it was just the power creep was fucking astronomical. So I stopped playing that as well because you had that you had to basically pay to win, and it was unless you had decent RNG, which I do not, and that's why gachas are so bad for me is because I have awful luck. So I can save for characters and just won't get them, and then you can't advance the story because you're just getting clapped. For a couple of cities, I think. Yeah, like I'm willing to give them a try, but I'm just avoiding Hoyo like the plague now because it's just not fun. Their games just aren't fun. I don't enjoy them. I don't knock people who enjoy them, but I just don't personally enjoy them myself. I don't like their systems because to each their own. And some people like this the way it is. Other people don't. Yeah, and that's why I said I really like Cookie Run Kingdom because it's just very chill. Like even Uma Musume was very fucking pay to win when if you wanted to actually like do well in the against other player ones, but it was incredibly pay to win. So you got basically locked out of a good chunk of the game if you didn't. Because their events are a lot of just PvP, and that kind of annoyed me. Because I generally like to do the PvP stuff and whatnot, if I can. Because I like to experience all of the game, not just the small parts of it. The only exception to doing all parts of the game is I'm not touching Crystal Conflicts in FF14 because that just seems abysmal. But other than that, I like to play all of a game has to offer. So when it locks me out of stuff, it discourages. Most recent games that I consider good is the silly little idle games I play. Okay. Yeah, that does sound nice. Sounds like very chill. But yeah, the gadget. Funnily enough, the gadgets I like some of the most is the ones where you don't have where it's just normal cut. Like you don't use any. It's all in game currency, and like the only time you really spend is for like little cosmetics, but there's nothing else. Like they don't have any benefit. It's just like a cosmetic thing. Mm. So yeah, I'm like I don't mind the gacha elements in games if as long as it's not pay to win. And that's the way I look at things. Because nothing should be like paywalled like that. It's fucking insane. That's why it always like that always puts me off games. When they've got a pay to win aspect to them, I will odds are I won't play the game. Yeah. Mm. So it's just give me games which don't have it and I will just enjoy them a lot more most of the time. Paying for more than just like yeah, and that's the kind of good system where the paying for it, all it does is expedite something which you could do if you're willing to put the time in. Like that's a healthy system, honestly. But a lot of them don't do that because people are lazy and don't want to do the grind. They just want the instant satisfaction, so they don't bother with creating systems like that because there's no because they just know that they can just make more money just without even having the option. They basically force the players to be paid to win. And it annoys me real bad when they do that. Because like, hmm, thank you for the 15 stream streak flag on. I appreciate it. Like they could have a great game. And it's like they have a great game, they have great features, but then it's paywalled, and it's like, okay. Hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, that's in my opinion, that just makes a really toxic environment for your community as well. Because if it's all pay to win, the community is so toxic. I've seen it so many times. It just fosters a really toxic environment. Mm. Mm. I have not touched the Destiny games, but I know the community. I don't even know the community because I stayed that far away from them. Like I never actually played Destiny, like any of them, either of them. I've never touched that franchise, so I know very little about it. All I know is that the devs keep shafting the players constantly. That's because a friend of mine is massively into it. As every new pass, new DLC, everything. It was a mess. Yep. That just that's a shit friend. Like, why did they not just make an ult or something to help you level? Or they could just do lower level gear and can do it. Oh, those are meant to be cranes. Okay, now I see. Okay, these are cool pieces. Like, look at these pieces where it's like got the little cloud effects on them. That's so nice. That's not time for two accounts. Ah, I see. Yeah, but then why would they try and get you into the game if they're not gonna help you advance in the game? I don't understand that mindset of like encouraging you to play the game, but then not actually play with you in the game. Ah, I see. That's saying something. That's saying something if the League community was better than the Destiny community. Because I know, because I've spent years in the League community. I don't interact with that anymore because I don't need that toxicity in my life. I've gone past that era when I've actually want to put up when I'm fine dealing with it. I'd rather just have a chill time rather than be yelled at. Okay. Oh, I've seen what I've done wrong here. It like points out that there's a little piece there. There, now they're sitting better. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck people who are like that. SMH. Yeah, I swear the communities in games are just they're not what they used to be. Stop playing games they recommend. Yeah, I just I miss the old like game communities. And I know what the problem is. Gaming has become too mainstream. That's the issue. Like you had toxic communities inside the communities, but it wasn't always the whole community. But now it just feels like the minority are the nice people now in communities. Yeah, the thing with FF14, it depends on where you go. If you're doing certain content, they are rancid. Mm. Mm. Yeah, but there's some content where it's just it seems to culminate, you know. I've noticed. Like, I swear I get some of the most weird and toxic people in alliance raids. Like actually. Especially when you get to the higher level ones. Like someone wants to do some savage content and I'm debating on whether I want to throw my hat in to do it. So I kind of do want to do it, but then I've never played with the person, so I do not know what they're going to be like. You know, because I do want to do the content, but I don't want to do it with certain people, and I'm wondering if they'll get pulled into it. You know, messed up placement a bit. Come on, come off. There we go. Try a test party with them. They haven't got any like they were saying like they're trying to get their gear up to snuff, but it's like I don't care. I just don't want there's some people I don't want getting involved in it, and I'm worried that they're gonna get involved in it. Is kind of the thing because of where it's been broadcast. So I don't want to say anything until I see if they say anything, if that makes sense. Because then if they're like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be able," if they're like, "Oh, I would, but I'm doing something else," then I'll be like, "Oh, perfect. I can throw my hat in then." But if they say they're gonna do it, then I'll just stay silent about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's exactly the kind of mindset I've got. I'm like, there's some people I don't want to party with, so I'm gonna wait to see if they say anything before I say anything. And if they don't say anything, then yeah, I'll help. But it's more of just a waiting game at this point for them. See if they will say anything about it. Because especially with something like that, where it's going to take high focus and whatnot, because it's like, oh, they want to do the new heavyweight savages, and it's like, you had a full on conversation with Cheese about Cheese with two other women in the server. Mm. Cheese is great. But yeah, I want to do the hard content. I just don't want to do it with certain people. So, and I know that Femme Fatale is going to be a bastard to fight because she's rough normally, and the Savage variant's probably going to be 10 times worse. And to be ready for that. She says, do not heal it. It's absolutely horrible. The thing is, okay, so I can either run healer or DPS for it, which gives is good that I have the option. But I like a challenge. That's the thing. Like, I don't mind doing okay. So I don't mind healing in hard content. What I do hate is when people are intentionally throwing because they're just being dumb and just not doing their job. So I would rather heal in it because I. It sounds ego, but I know I can heal in hard stuff. So I'd rather. No, I want. I would like to just get surprised about it. Honestly, I'll go in blind when it comes to it. That's the how I prefer to play this. But I would rather be on healing because I know I can handle it than putting someone else on healing, which you're not sure if they can handle it. You know. I'd have to brush up on healing if I did end up healing for it. I used to think. I had that kind of crisis when we did the mine difficulty because it was very hard to keep people alive, but it's just sometimes it's the other players. They make you question it because they're not up to snuff, so it makes you feel inadequate when they die, you know? And they constantly are dying. But then I just realized that it's like you can't cure stupid. So you gotta make the decision on when they're not worth healing anymore. Because the only way they're gonna learn is by wiping. Well then that that's very circumstantial because it could just be that they're just not doing the mechanics properly. Because remember, it's like the some of the hardest content right now. So if you don't do mechanics properly, you're gonna get punished. So if they're trying to just bonehead brute force it, it's gonna just go fucking wrong. I've noticed that people try to just skip mechanics because they're like, oh, the healers will keep me alive, and then you just got to let them learn that no, you're gonna learn the mechanic properly. I'm not gonna fucking handhold you by keeping you alive through it. Sometimes you just got to be brutal, and if people lecture you about healing, then they can eat dirt. Part of it is. Yeah, but the thing is, how do you know that when they have never succeeded in the check? If they haven't succeeded in the check, how do you know that you can that's not the problem? Because you got to remember, if it's like incorrectly done, it probably adds Von stacks as vol stacks, which means it's even harder to heal people through it. Because certain raid wides will just apply vol stacks if it's a failed mechanic raid wide. And that makes your life a hell of a lot harder. This fight doesn't add vol stacks. Sure, it's damage downs. If it's damage downs, then yeah, there's gonna be more raid wides getting hit because they're not doing the checks. From what I noticed from just doing norm femme fatale, it's DPS checks. It is constant DPS checks on femme fatale. So if the DPS are lacking, then you're fucked. And that's kind of pain because people rare like there are if there's a lot of DPS checks, then it's up to the DPS if you're wiping. If you can't keep them alive because they're not outputting high enough and can't do it safely, because that's the thing. It's fine if you can damage output, but you got to be able to do it safely so that you aren't getting damage downs and everything. If they aren't able to complete checks because they're doing it, oh, you can name at least 8 DPS checks in the fight. Yeah, then I'm gonna say it's probably not a healer issue, or it's a very minute healer issue. If they can't succeed the checks, if they like tight checks, because you can get like really tight DPS checks where you've just got to play perfectly to do them. And if it's those kind of checks, then life's going to be hard if they are suboptimal DPS. But you should never, as a healer, like blame yourself if it's like raid wide check like if there's a lot of raid wides and people are getting downed, and it's not because of like failed checks, then that's on the healer. But if it is people just getting killed because they are failing checks, like DPS checks, then that is on them. It's not on the healer. In anything like savage content and stuff like that is the players have to be decent ish. They don't have to be perfect, but they need to not be morons. If they are just trying to brute force things, you're gonna just wipe. I've noticed it. Like you've got to be clean with it. Yeah. Then is if it's just them not succeeding checks, then there's only so much you can do in those situations because if they are tight DPS checks, you do not want to get a damage down. The second they get a damage down, it's kind of over. If they are, because then you have to be. The thing about damage downs is they are brutal if you are okay at DPS, because then the okay won't be good enough anymore. So You just got to kind of figure it out. I hear that. Mhm. Oh boy. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, because that's just a raid wide damage down, isn't it? I'm guessing. Without spoiling it, I'm guessing that's what it does. It's just not good times. Mm. Yep, that's the important thing. Just not great stuff happens when that line is said. She probably gets like a damage up or something, which would be not great to deal with. It's like, ah, shit, here we go. Here we wipe again. Yeah, I'll see when I run it. It's going to be so fun when I do that. Because I definitely will run it at some point. Whether I take whether I take psychic damage in those runs, it is up in the air. Because my tolerance for bullshit is quite high. It actually takes a lot to push me over the edge and just be like, nah, fuck this. Unless it's my friends getting berated, then I'm a much shorter fuse. Yeah. Well, I tried the duo Titan Savage with Zarya, and that was fucking mental damage, mainly because, yeah, he's a prick. And trying to do his mechanics with two people is rough. But yeah, if I do end up doing it, I probably will stream it. Maybe. Possibly. We'll see. Depends on the time it's played. Because I can make it so you can't see names or anything, so it doesn't matter who I play with. Because you won't know. And that's the important thing. Because people all like their privacy stuff, which it makes sense. It's why when we were doing the runs, I had all the names like censored out the way they were. Because there were people in our group who were not comfortable with it. But we discussed it beforehand. So since we knew it coming in, I prepped it accordingly. Freeman and the land of Australia. Is there any way to be on the same data center article? Ah, so anyone from anywhere can just connect to that server? Do you not have to pay to switch? I swear you have to pay to switch data centers. Or do you not? I haven't really looked at it. You can data center travel to visit the server as a temporary thing, like visiting another world. Ah, mm, that makes sense. Yeah, I haven't really looked into that. Really. I wonder what ping I would get there. If I'd get better than I do in America. It'd be very funny if I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ping is about the same as the NA servers, but worse than the EU ones. I play on NA, so I probably wouldn't notice much of a difference. Bastard. Mm, mm. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, who knows? Might do it. Number 11. Yeah. This is starting to look really nice, this. It's coming together. Okay, again, this can be put to the side for now because the next piece does not require that. Content is still runnable too, but the servers are so quiet there. They'll never find randoms. Yeah, that makes sense. So it's basically if you just want to meet up with friends. Okay. Mm, yeah, that makes sense. If you're just doing it because it allows you to play with them. Yeah, the whole reason I chose NA is because my friendos were playing on NA, so there was no point in going to any other data center. And I was luckily able to connect to Exodus, which apparently is normally quite crowded. So I got very lucky that I was able to be in the same one without having to visit World all the time. That makes sense. I have honestly debated on having an alt for stuff to rerun content. Like I've thought about doing that. Mhm. And since I've already played the story, I can just skip. I can skip all of the stuff. I can just like speed run through it. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, when the ads start playing, we will just take a quick pause from building. Because oh, my crunchy back. Because my posture is very uptight. Because I can't lean back in my chair when I do this. Because then my arms can't reach in a decent way. It does mean I can just like recline back. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. There we go. So yeah, while the ads play, we'll just take a little short, this little back stretch. Ay, ay, ay. It's just his, yeah. Go get some foodies. Mm-mm. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good chill time. This is just like a chill building stream. I really like just chill stuff. I really do. Ay, ay, ay. So I'm on number 11. There's like 16 in total, I think. Was there more? 17? 17 in total bags. So I think we could finish this today, depending. I think we just like lock in and finish it. But if we do, I might change the music up a little bit. In a little bit. We'll see. Just have something else playing. Because this stuff is fine. It's very chill. But I also want something a bit more. If that makes sense. As you get more tired, you're like, I need something to keep me awake, you know? Let me grab my other drink out as well, 1 minute. while the ads are running, we'll get our other drink out. Because you gotta stay hydrated, especially when you're doing like chatting, a lot of chatting. Okay, the ads are done, so let's continue, shall we? Okay, so we did that, so now we're turning page. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I might do a level and alt account. Maybe. But I also have a lot of classes to level in 14. Just to at least give them a go. Even though tank you know. I have respect for tank players so much. I really do. Mm. Because I cannot tank to save my life. I do not have the patience for it. Or handling the stress of it. Because I find it quite stressful as well. That's another thing. It goes there. No, it goes on the top, like that. Yes. Oh, here we go. Okay. If this is going to go... Okay, we need to move all of this again, because we're getting the big piece back in. Move it all over here. Make room, because the big piece is coming back. There we go. So, this goes just on like that. Like that. So it's part of a mountain. And now we're just continuing to build onto this piece. Which makes sense. Get those two. There's that. What's the little stub? There it is. So that piece went flying. Piece down. But yeah, okay, so this piece goes here, like that. And then this piece goes like that. Let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go, light it up. That song is going to be forever stuck in my head. I swear. I will never be able to escape it. Okay, so That goes like that. That goes there like that. That goes in there. Mm. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. Mm-mm-mm. Gotta get all the building. There's that. 1, 2, not that one. 3. And then we get to these pieces. Where are you? So we've got 1. Where's the other one? There it is. I love it when they're buried. Makes you think you're going crazy because you can't find them. Okay. So that goes like that. Then that goes like that. And then we do the flip side. So yeah, this build is actually kind of nice. Not, it's not tedious either. Like it's not repetitive. And I can say that because I've had some which are really repetitive builds. But this one's quite nice. There's some which are just incredibly repetitive. Nerds. I have Flagon. Somewhere. It was. Okay. Got those two, and then these two. So, where are these getting added? Put them over here. That would have sucked if I lost that one. Let's open my drink real quick. There. Oh, that's really strong. Fuck. I made it a little too strong. Whoops. I was kind of like not paying attention when I made it. So I put too much squash in there. Mm-mm-mm. But that. There's that piece. And then yeah. Mm-mm. Okay, so I only needed one of those. Okay. That's good. So for this, okay. So there's that. And then one of these bits in like that. Then that. You have a piece like that. Straighten out a bit. So I've got to make 2 of those. So same again. Okay. And these go. Nani the fuck? No. That goes like that. And like that. Okay. So we need that piece there. That. Yeah, food and also I forgot to say earlier in the funniest time. My dad has repaid the favor he owed you. That's always good. There we go, that piece wasn't in properly. Okay. Um, and then this. Ay, ay, ay. So as you know, you owed me one, and I think I mentioned I've been craving turkey. Yeah, you mentioned turkey dippers yesterday. I couldn't get them because the delivery's turning up at the house though. This afternoon we got home early and detour to Iceland, all places to get the turkey dippers, and they were out of stock, so we hunted the store. Look at that things. Turkey Dino Nuggies. You know what? Yeah, and you got to give him credit. He went the extra mile to actually find an alternative. I think he really knew that he fucked up. That's why he went so out of his way. Mm-mm. Oh, we're making a plant theme now. Oh, good. One, two. Oh, they're two different colors. Okay. So need four of those. Two, four, five, six, seven, eight. He went through the effort of reading the packages to make sure it was safe for me to eat, so he's very much has repaid the favor he owed me. Yeah, I think it did. Or a 4-day headache. Hopefully it kindly fucks off soon, if I'm being real. Because no one deserves to have that a headache for that long. Because that's just like I would not wish a 4-day headache on my worst enemy. That's the thing which that would drive you insane. Just the constantness of it. Worst case, it'll be gone on Saturday. I don't mind it too much right now. It's a very background thing. Yeah, that makes sense. The I'll say the lingering ones are the most annoying because then it's like you know it's there and you know if you do certain things, it's gonna aggravate it. So you try and not do those things. But then life's just like, no, you're going to be. Enjoy. Oh, done a very softening there. No one that's not gone down properly yet. Come on. Up. Whoa. It decided to fight back. The ones I hate the most are the ones where I can't turn my head. These are fine. Thinking is fine, but turn your eyes or head just slightly and the pain spikes. Oh, yep. Oh, these are meant to be like nice little trees. These are happy little trees. Another one which is awful is so I had one where my neck went stiff, and because of that, it was causing a headache, and the neck refused to crack. But then like I got lucky, and at night it like cracked, and it was like the nicest feeling because the headache instantly disappeared. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, 4, 5, 6. Guess I'm trying to do things. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I get my neck gets stiff sometimes, and that stiffness will cause headaches. So I just had to crack it. But it was, but at that time, like that one where I said like it was cracked of instant relief. I was brushing my teeth, and I thought, and I like moved my neck, and I felt like I could crack it, so I did, and the pain just went, and I was like, yes, I can now sleep. Because it was the worst. Because I was like, I had painkillers and all that, and it just didn't do jack shit for it. Oh, the brain fog. Oh, I fucking hate brain fog so much. I'd like prefer anything else, honestly, because it's like you just feel so floaty, and it's the worst. Like it's not even like a fun like floaty feeling. It's just ick.
Luckily, I don't deal with it too much. But when I get hit with a brain fog, it just knocks me out a lot of the time. Makes me just not function. It's worse when you get hit with a brain fog when it's a busy day and you know it's gonna be busy and you're just not gonna be able to function. This is a interesting thing to make the trees. I like the little things they've done for this set. Kind of cool. It does make it feel kind of fragile though, with like them all clipping in the way they have to. So this one goes. Okay, I need to straighten that out. It's not just sitting there staring at the PC. Yeah, it's like you because your body just feels heavy, and you're like, why? What the fuck did I do to you to do that to deserve that? Just these accordingly like that. I like that with the trees because we're making the mountain. Next next packet. So yeah, let me just spin this around real quick so you guys see it from the correct way around right now. So yeah, this is what we got right now. So yeah, I really like this. This is going to be really nice to hang up on the wall. It really is. So packet 12. Blah, blah. This is what I mean by pieces getting stuck, and you don't realize until you look in the bag. I looked in the bag and I was like, oh, because you can't see them because they're paper now, so you can't see them through the plastic like you used to be able to. Very easy to get pieces stuck in these without realizing it. Just leaning back real quick. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, there we go. That piece, that piece. Mm. Yeah, it's like it is a nice paper. It's just because you have to like look in every bag, you know. Which I know that's just like a minor annoyance. Like it's a very minor. Like I prefer it, but it's also just- but it's got like a waxy feel to it. So I don't know if it's even recyclable because the inside's got like a waxy feel to it. And I can't remember Some places don't let you recycle that. But yeah, it's like a very minor, just like annoyance thing. Mm. Yes, exactly. It's like that. It's like it's a minor inconvenience, which I understand. Like I'm all for like them using better alternatives to plastic, but please can you be a bit more mindful at times? Like, because if you lose some pieces, you're like, oh, they just haven't packed it, and then it's you realize, oh no, it's just in the bag. So you gotta like check every bag. So it's like it's only a minor inconvenience. Use like the C cup. Biodegradable plastic. That is, yeah, that's what we need, honestly. Because the thing is, they go for all of this paper stuff, right? But when you use the paper, and if it gets like soggy or anything like that, then it's no longer recyclable. And it's like, it's not actually the better alternative. They just make it look like it is. But when you really think about it, it's kind of not. Like, paper, because you have to get paper from somewhere. And it's like, okay, alrighty. But yeah, I wish they just put like a little bit more thought into things. Like they had the perfect plastic is like the perfect thing. They just need a way to make it biodegradable instead of just uninventing the wheel with just using paper stuff, which is what it feels like a lot of the time. But yeah, it's just it is what it is. Just a minor inconvenience. Things we need. Yeah, but I'm gonna just say this and just people will always complain. You cannot appease people because they always want to complain about something. So you'll find a solution, then they'll find a reason to be upset about it. It's just how people are. And it's incredibly annoying. Take general progress. Yeah. I want I want things to progress. But it's like, are they actually going to progress, or are they just going to backpedal every time someone complains about something? like what they do. All it takes is just the right person to complain and they'll backpedal. It's how it always is. Yeah, I always I'm always for the betterment of things, but I'm also cynical as fuck. So I will always look for the bad because I'm very much a plan for the worst, hope for the best kind of person in all scenarios. Because every time I don't plan that way, I get kicked in the ass. Every time. Life is gonna beat that into me. It's just like, just plan for the worst, hope for the best. Reason why your favorite show is Thunderbirds? Yeah, Thunderbirds is great. Mm. Yeah, I'm cynical. And I always am gonna be cynical, I think. It's just who I am as a person. Mm-hmm. Okay. You know, I have not. I probably should check it out, but I just remember the the live action. It's like, why? Why you do this? Do you know what the issue was with the Thunderbirds movie? The Thunderbirds weren't really the main focus of the film. That was the issue with it. Like you would watch a Thunderbird film for the Thunderbirds, but they were kind of not involved in it really. It's like you had all these great characters. Why are you suddenly adding in this new person who no one gives a shit about? And thinking it's gonna go well. But that's I swear they do that with so many live actions. They'll just shoehorn in their own OC because they aren't happy with not having something of their own in the world. So show not live action. Yeah. It just I swear like what happens is directors get egos and want to do their own thing and then it bites them in the ass so hard. That's normally what happens. I've seen it happen to a lot of shows. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. So it was basically just a revamp. They revamped it, is what they've done. They've done like a nice revamp to the old stuff. Mm. Yeah, so many times where they just don't leave well enough and not alone with things, and it gets real annoying. Because there is one line which directors and all that will say, which will put me off of any watching anything. It's when they say they wanted to put their own spin on a story, and I'm just like, you know what? No, I'm good. As soon as they say that, I'm just like, it just puts some red flags up because I do not trust that they're gonna do it justice at that point. And that happens so many times. Like you'll hear them say it, and you'll just be like, "Oh, so you actually don't care? You just saw this franchise and wanted to put your own name on it, rather than actually just stick with what's good." Okay. Oh, we're putting more detail on this, but yeah, the brothers are all still the same. Tintin has just got updated. She's KO now, stealth agent, similar to Penelope, but in a different vein. He just quietly gathers intel before the surface people follow him. Okay. Okay. Wait, why did they have me put those colored ones in if you're not going to use? Okay. I'm not going to question it. Unless it's just to use as a marker. Mm-mm. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, this is interesting what we're doing on this bit. How to Destroy Your Hands 101. Build Lego. It destroys your hands. It is great. Bum, bum. I just say half the info. We should, okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So they basically wanted to pay respects to the actor by not retconning him or replacing him. I respect it when they do that instead of just getting rid of the character. That always rubs me the wrong way when they do that. Like if they do it in the wrong way, because you can do it in the right way. Oh, and that goes in. Oh, oh, I see. So that's like that. Yeah. Yeah, don't say the just because if I end up watching it, because I never know. I never know. I jump around on watching things. But just on the safe side. And for people who are like lurkies who might want to watch it and haven't had the chance. Because we get a lot of the lurkies. So at the end of season 3. Yeah, I might give it a go. It's whether I can find a streaming service for it. Because, you know, that's another thing. There's those. Stick into that. So got that in there. Like, that's not. That would help if it was actually the correct one. Some of it's on Amazon for free. So you can try it. Okay. You brought them on DVD. That requires to have something to play DVDs on nowadays. Well, I do have the Xbox. I can play DVDs on, so because it's actually rare to have stuff with a DVD player nowadays. It's honestly might wrap up soon. and finish this off tomorrow. Still got a DVD player scattered around the house. Still working video player? Damn. But yeah, because I can finish this off tomorrow. Because we're nearly done with this bag. And we've been going for nearly 4 hours. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. So I think that's where we'll stop for now because we've still got another 5 bags. So that'll be, we can do some of that tomorrow and then we'll do something else on stream. Because, oh, my fingies. Switch over to this. Oh, yeah. Well, that's honestly fun. I really like how this has come so far. Actually, we should show what it looks like. What we're currently at, shouldn't we? So yeah, this is how far we've come. As you can see, I really like how this is coming out. So we still got like the little bits of the mountain. The last bits are quite fiddly bits, it looks like. So when we still got like half the booklet left, almost. So it'll be another like 2-3 hours to finish it. So we can do that tomorrow. Let me just put this down. No, I need to get my keyboard. Need to do my keyboard so I can do the post-stream stuff. Okay. And we can see if there's anyone to raid out to today. Because there should be people to raid out to, hopefully. But yeah, this was nice. And yeah, I will finish it up tomorrow. We'll just give us something to do tomorrow. Oh, do you know what? We'll go over to Bob the Sad Clown, who's playing some Sims 3. So that's like a little different, isn't it? I haven't seen Sims 3 in so long. So we'll go over there and say hi. Time to return to the valley, it seems. So here's the follower raid and the sub raid. And yeah, I appreciate everyone who stopped by. I really do. It's been fun. I had like a very chill time. I'll definitely be doing it. Definitely be finishing it up tomorrow. But until then, I will see you all next time, and I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. Take care, everyone. Bye bye, guys. Bye. Bye.